After becoming the latest character to get an emotional exit, Midori Francis breaks Mika's Grey's Anatomy's departure and potential future. Francis joined the cast of the hit ABC medical drama for season 19, playing the offbeat and quirky Mika, who provided plenty of comic relief in the show. In Grey's Anatomy season 21 episode 8, the fall finale, titled Drop It Like It's Hot, the fan-favorite character wound up departing the show after recovering from surgery to discover her sister Chloe had died following the car accident in the prior episode. In an interview with Deadline, Francis reflected on the events that led to the character's departure from Grey's Anatomy. The Mika actor began by recalling the decision to walk away from being a series regular on the medical drama, having had multiple discussions with showrunner Meg Marinas to figure out the right story arc for her exit, which led to the arc involving her sister. Francis would go on to reflect on getting to tap into the more emotional side of Mika than the comedic one she had played up to this point, feeling just so excited to get to showcase that side of her character, which she expressed made her character be more well-rounded. I was just so excited. You know how I say full circle. How cool it was that, for a few seasons, we got to know this character as being very funny and having this quirkiness about her and being, at times, comic relief. And then to be led by the writer's hand into this darker place, I mean, how well-rounded Mika became. That I got to do that as an actor, that I got to do both sides of the iconic Grey's Anatomy pendulum in one character, I was so happy about that. In looking to her potential future on the show, Francis acknowledges that Mika has a lot of healing to do, and that returning to Grey Sloan Memorial could be triggering for the character, but that she herself would be so delighted to come back. See the rest of what Francis said below. I think Mika has a lot of healing to do, and she's going to go home and do that. In the back of my mind, because I know how passionate she is about what she does, do I think and do I hope that she will find a way to use this grief as a way to continue pursuing caring for other people? Yes, I do. As far as returning to Grey's, I would be so delighted. These people and this world has become part of my trajectory of acting families, and I would be absolutely delighted to return. I don't know if Mika would. I think for Mika it would be triggering. What this means for Mika's exit and Grey's Anatomy future. The character struggled to move past personal tragedy. Mika struggled when waking up from surgery to find out her sister Chloe had died, and despite bravely trying to return to normalcy in her life and career, she came to realize she couldn't stay at Grey Sloan. As Francis notes, she has a lot of healing to do, and she needs to find her place in the world, now that her sister is no longer in it. This is something that could leave the door open for the character to return later down the line, but also depends on how much longer the show might run, and whether Grey's Anatomy Season 22 happens. There are wider-reaching ramifications surrounding Mika's exit from the Grey's Anatomy cast that are going to have strong repercussions for other characters. For instance, Jules is devastated by her exit, as their budding relationship was evolving into something exciting. Whether Mika will get the closure she needs and find peace in her life is for the audience to decide, but there is a chance the character could return in future seasons. Our take on the chances of Mika returning to Grey's Anatomy. Any return that does happen won't be for a while. Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital has been the epicenter of countless gripping stories, heartbreaks, and triumphs on Grey's Anatomy. Fans of the long-running medical drama were recently hit with the shocking news of Mika Yasuda's departure. Played by the dynamic Midori Francis, Mika quickly became a fan favorite among the new interns introduced in the 19th season. But as her exit storyline unfolded, viewers were left grappling with a bittersweet mix of emotions. Now, Midori Francis herself has opened up about Mika's journey, her character's emotional farewell, and the potential for a future return. Mika's departure, a heart-wrenching finale. Mika's exit was deeply tied to the challenges she's faced since arriving at Grey Sloan. An ambitious, resilient, and deeply empathetic in turn, Mika often masked her struggles behind a veneer of humor and determination. But in her final arc, those cracks began to show. In the episode leading up to her exit, Mika was tasked with a high-stakes surgery under the supervision of Dr. Meredith Grey, who made a brief return for the special occasion. While Mika initially thrived under the pressure, a patient's sudden decline brought her confidence crashing down. Coupled with mounting debt, overwork, and unresolved personal trauma, Mika ultimately reached her breaking point. Her emotional breakdown in the hospital locker room became a defining scene. Clutching her stethoscope, tears streaming down her face, Mika admitted to Dr. Levi Schmidt that she felt like a failure. "I can't keep pretending I'm okay," she confessed. "I came here to save lives, but it's destroying mine." Levi's supportive response highlighted the series' ongoing theme of resilience, but it also underscored the importance of recognizing personal limits. By the episode's end, Mika made the painful decision to step away from Grace Sloan. In her final scene, she packed her belongings while saying goodbye to her fellow interns. "This isn't goodbye forever," she told Simone and Lucas, her closest friends in the program. "I just need to find my way back to myself first." Midori Francis speaks out. Midori Francis recently sat down for an exclusive interview to discuss Mika's exit and what it meant to her as both an actor and a fan of the show. Reflecting on her character's journey, Francis revealed that Mika's decision to leave was a deeply personal one. For Mika, staying at Grace Sloan would have been triggering, Francis explained. "She's someone who's always put so much pressure on herself to be perfect, to succeed no matter what. But there comes a point where you have to ask yourself, at what cost?" Leaving wasn't an easy choice for her, but it was necessary. Francis also shared how much she related to Mika's struggles. "As actors, we often push ourselves to the brink, much like these doctors do. There's this constant pressure to perform, to deliver, to be on all the time. So when I read Mika's arc, it hit close to home. It felt like an opportunity to tell a story about self-care and healing, which is something we all need to prioritize." The fans react. Fans of Grey's Anatomy took to social media to express their reactions to Mika's departure. The hashtag Goodbye Mika quickly trended on Twitter, with many praising the show for addressing burnout in such a poignant way. One fan wrote, "Mika's storyline was so raw and real. It's a reminder that even the strongest among us need to take a step back sometimes. I hope we see her again someday." Another tweeted, "Midori Francis deserves all the awards for that locker room scene. I was in tears." The show's official Instagram page also posted a tribute to Mika.